Hi there, it's Saturday the 6th of September 2014 and welcome to my weekly review of the trades that I have open, and starting off with a recent trade. This was a long trade in Petrobras, Petróleo Brasileiro. So this is an American listed stock. It's an oil and gas company, Brazilian of course, and I went long on this a week ago, and it did very well, but fell back a bit. But I'm still happy that it's going in the right direction. So I'm going to hang in there. If I just extend the graph out, you can see that it's come down from a high, and it's now rising from a bit of a low, I think. So my hope is that it's a good long-term buy. Another trade that I did a week or so ago was to go long on Twitter, and that has risen a little bit this week. So good news. Evraz has done very well this week. Nice rise up. So again, this is a stock that's come down from a price of what, 450. It's now risen up from a low of 53 up to 117 now. But a lot of potential there. So long Evraz and rock on. Brazil ETF, Real. This has done well, even though actually overall it went down this week. It gapped up and came down a bit. So that's done nicely. Just going to hang in there and hope it continues to do well. The City of London Investment Group PLC went down slightly this week, but again overall rising nicely from a low back in last autumn, and it's quite volatile, this one. So I don't worry too much about sort of ups and downs like this. It overall looks like it's going up, which is great. Range Resources, not one of my better buys. I bought it at a ridiculously expensive price, I think about 2 or something, and now it's down at 1.6. But it seems to have found a sort of new low, and I'm sort of quietly optimistic that it will turn around. City Natural Resources High Yield Trust has had a good week. It's come up very nicely. You can see its low back in January of this year, and we've got a series of higher lows, which is great, and also a series of higher highs, which I like. And once it comes up below the 147 price, that'll be even better. Again, this is something that it's got a long way to go. It's at 144, and at its highest back in 2011, it was up at 362. So this could be a trade with some real legs. So we'll see. Amara Mining hasn't done loads this week, dropped down very slightly. Again, this is a trade that I think is just sort of simmering gently and could take off, as I think most of the miners are. Centamin, ditto, rose up a little bit this week. Like the previous week, had done top badly, but has risen up a bit, which is great. Kazakhmys has done the same. You can tell I'm into the miners at the moment, but who wouldn't be when you've got a graph that looks like this? This is something that's coming back from the dead, I think. So aluminium has not done much this week. Went up, was looking good, came back down a little bit. No great change, but again, aluminium's got a long way to go. So this is you want to buy stuff when it's cheap and going up. That's what I think. So I don't want to buy stuff when it's really expensive, really. TR European Growth Trust, I'm short. TRG, this week it hasn't done much. It's had 3 weeks of rising, and now it's hasn't done loads. And if you look at the candle of this week, it's got a very long tail at the top with nothing at the bottom. And to me, that's a candle that rose and fell again towards the end of the week. So this could be something that's just going to fall away. I hope so, because I'm short it. And you can see it's had a high here and has a series of lower highs. This who knows, this may be a lower high as well. And once it goes down here, it may go stonking down. You can see on the graph here, it's been uppy downy over the years, but it could go down a long way. GKN, again, I'm short GKN. GKN went up this week, unfortunately, not massively, but enough to put my trade into the red. But I'm not worried. It's got a long way to go before it would hit my stop loss. And again, I think this is a a share that is going downwards. If you look at it, there are lower highs in place and there are lower lows in place, and the fact it's going up this week is not going to worry me. If you remember my analogy about the waves coming in and going out, we're not too worried about the waves, it's more the tide. I think the tide's going out and I want to go with it on this one. Industrial metals have gone up a bit this week, which is great. Yeah, I'm just hanging in there. It's a sort of slow old business, but I think industrial metals could go up a long way. Global X uranium, I reckon it had found a floor somewhere down here, and I went long Global X somewhere in here really. And over the past few weeks, it hasn't done much really. It's just bumbling along. But this is something that I think is just going to take off at some stage. Rightmove. Now look at this. I can be vindicated to a certain extent, but being vindicated doesn't get you rich, does it? I went short Rightmove some time ago. I think pretty much when it went down to here. At one stage it was starting to look good, but then the trade reversed on me and hit my stop loss and was closed. But look, Rightmove has now closed below its average for the year, and I still think that Rightmove could go down. I mean, the property market I think is cooling off, and we could see Rightmove go down, and I may well go short Rightmove at some stage in the very near future, if not next week. But we'll see. The euro yen, I'm short the euro yen, and that's a good thing because this week it went down quite a bit, and well, good for me, eh? So I'll just maintain that position. So short the euro yen and looking for the euro to weaken against the yen. Victoria Oil and Gas fell back badly this week, which is a pest because it was looking quite good actually. But not to worry, it's well above the average for the year. And again, if I extend the graph out, at one stage it was up at 250, now it's up at 1.67. If this takes off, it's going to do well. We'll see. Newmont Mining Corporation fell back a bit this week. Think about the waves. The wave went in the wrong direction this week, but we're watching the tide. It's a rising tide here, and I want to follow it up. Wincanton, I'm long Wincanton, and it seems to be just sort of, vacillating around. So no great shakes. Hasn't done much this week. Fell down a bit. AK Steel, which I'm long, fell back a bit this week. But it has done very well, and still looks like it could do very well. So just keeping the position open. Lloyds Banking Group, now I'm short Lloyds, and thank goodness, because this week it fell back more. It's I went short it, I think somewhere here. It went against me, went above its average for the year, but then fell down below and has since then struggled to get up through the average for the year. And this week it fell down nicely, and who knows, maybe it'll fall down a long way. I hope it does for my own selfish ends, but not for people that own shares in Lloyds Banking Group, but I'm short it. The Teucrium Corn Fund, I thought that this had found a low. If you remember, there was a low back in 2010 at about 23.9. I thought we weren't far off that, and so I went long Teucrium Corn. This was not a trend trade. I hasten to add, this was trying to catch a falling knife. My efforts were rewarded by the price of the Teucrium Corn Fund falling away a bit this week. But I'm not worrying about that. I own the ETF, and well, we'll just see how it goes. I'm not going to sell it. So at some stage, you have to buy corn, don't you? So it's not like the price of a share. Share prices can go to zero, and everyone can walk away. But the price of corn, will not go to zero. And even if it gets very low, it's going to come back up again. It just does. Fresnillo, silver miners, bad week for Fresnillo actually. So down here, but look, we got the low is here, and we've still got higher lows in place, and we've got higher highs in place. So it's not time to close Fresnillo. I'm staying in with Fresnillo. This could do well. Ditto International Tower Hill Mines, bad week for that. I have been burned badly in the past with THM by wrong stock placement. With this, I'm just hanging on to it. This is really, I think, the only way seriously is up, and so that's don't worry about the drop in price this week. It'll come round, I think. So there we go. That's my review of my positions for this week. So hope you found that interesting, and later in the blog I'll be talking about things that I'm going to do this coming week. So all the best. This is Andy Rowe for trendfollower.co.uk. Bye for now.